Hello guys, welcome back to my channel DP Design. Welcome back to Learning Solidworks series. So as we have discussed in the last video about advancement, now we are going further in advancement, which was remaining like a profile center, symmetric, path mate, width mate, we have already seen, and linear coupler. Okay. So as you can see, my two parts are already added into the assembly. Now if I want to make a directly center, there is an option of width mate, which is very easier for the beginners and expert both for both. Personally, I use this width mate very often, but not the profile center. But I am showing the use of it. So as you can click the profile center, it will have the same centroid. Okay, so as you can see, it becomes a one part. So it is already in the middle, right? So that's how you can do it. If you want to some cylindrical portion and small ball you have to add in the bigger ball, so you can just apply the profile center instead of applying the different kinds of mates, right? And also you can here give the distance. You can also flip direction you can give, and orientation you can give. Okay, that's how, just like a mate alignment, right? So let's say I want to apply the 15, so it will calculate the distance from the center to center, right? Centroid from centroid. So that's how you can flip your direction and also mate alignment, right? So that's how you can do the profile center. It is very easier to use, but I am using the width mate very, right? Symmetric I don't use because of these mates are available. So symmetric I don't use for very regular, right? But path mate, yes, I want to showcase this mate. Path mate, yes. Let me delete this profile center first, and I will showcase you the path mate, right? That is advanced, and like the path. Now as you can see, component vertex means point, right? And path selection, path means any edge or any surface you can give. For now, if I select any vertex, right, this vertex and this edge, right? So as you can see, it match up with this edge. Now if you go to this part, and if you see, this vertex is coincident with this edge, so it will follow the path of this edge. Okay. And also you can apply the orientation between those, and just like that you can apply the path and mate. Okay, so it will be work like this is the profile, and this edge is a path where you can see this is coincident with the edge. That's how you can do the path mate. Now coming back to the linear coupler. Okay, firstly I want to make this coincident, both coincident, and this a parallel. Okay, now if you go to the advanced mate, and there is a linear coupler, right? So in this one you can apply the both. Let's say I'm selecting this edge, this face and this face, right? And you want to give the ratio, like if it moves by 1 mm, I want to move it by 20 mm. Okay, so that's how you can do it, and click it OK. Okay, now this is the fix, that's why it is not moving anywhere. So what I have to do, I can just give the float, and then you can see as I'm moving this component, my component is moving 20 times more, right? If you have given the perfect mate, so you can apply the couplers, or you can control the linear motion. Like if I move this by 1 mm, it will move by 20 mm. That's how you can do it, and you just have to give the face references and component references. Okay, that's how you can do it. And you can also explore it by giving the selecting the different options over here. Okay, whenever you are selecting, so you can just go through it and do your iterations. Okay, so that's all for the video. These are some advancement remaining from my side, right? And in the next video we will move on to the mechanical mates, which is very useful for all the industries, and yes, personally I use them or on a very regular basis, right? So yeah, keep watching. Keep sharing, keep learning. Thank you so much.